I always find it funny whenever anyone tries to rank any position group because it's really a lot of it's based on obviously recent history. A little bit is based on skill, and a lot of it is based on bias of like, oh, who do you like, who do you don't like. And Pro Football Focus released this, and this bad boy is absolutely amazing. So they have Patty Mahomes at number one, which I have no issue at all with, and I think that's a, it is what it is. He's won 2 Super Bowls. The guy is the best quarterback in the NFL. That's enough said. But number two, it's Josh Allen, and here's what they have to say. If Mahomes is obvious starting point, the next spot are a toss up between Josh Allen and Joe Burrow. Each quarterback is capable of elite play and outstanding levels, but the tiebreaker is Allen's rushing ability. It may not be a deal breaker in every game, but there will be a gotta have it situation where Allen is virtually unstoppable because of how many different plays he can beat a defense. Burrow can't bring that to the table. This is what I find funny about this. I agree with that. Allen is a very good mobile quarterback, while he's also he's a really decently okay passing quarterback. And yeah, his body size when he saw it taking off running is really hard to stop. The guy's gotten over 500 rushing yards. I think it was like 150 rushing attempts every year for the last 4 years. Yeah, he can run the football. The problem with Allen is he throws ducks. Not always, though. He, a lot of times, will throw some beautiful passes. He really will. And at times, he's one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the NFL. Problem is, times. There are times where he throws a pass and you look like, who were you throwing the ball to? He led the NFL last year in interceptions. Okay? He throws some stupid passes that you're shaking your head saying, was that to the defense? Like, were you trying to throw the ball to the defense there? To say he's better than Joe Burrow is almost a laughing stock at this point. I've said many times on this channel, it goes number one, Patrick, number two, Joe, and then it's a cliff, and then it's Josh Allen at the end of that cliff. Because yes, he has the rushing upside. Don't get me wrong. I understand that. Joe Burrow also isn't stupid and isn't going to put his body on the line 74 times, 100 times a year for really what's, at the end of the day, what's the purpose? The point of having a running back like Joe Mixon or obviously Chase Brown now is so you don't have to do that and you can do it more effectively with the running back. There's just simply no point in Allen's game to make that an argument of why he's better than Burrow and why Burrow should be number three. Burrow is more accurate. Burrow has won bigger games. Burrow's been to the Super Bowl. Burrow has done everything Allen could imagine to do, and still Allen cannot do it because Allen throws stupid interceptions. Look at the Vikings game last year, where, at the end of the day, he fumbles the ball on the 1 yard line that gives the Vikings the touchdown, gets them back in that game, and in overtime, what happened? Overtime? He threw a pick after they went down and scored a field goal. He threw a pick because he throws ducks. He's a great quarterback, but he's a gunslinger. He's like Brett Favre. He's not very reliable. He's not clutch, and that's why I still don't think he'll ever win a Super Bowl. But Burrow is, and that's why Burrow's been to a Super Bowl and really was one drive away from winning a Super Bowl and also been to back-to-back championship games. Allen number two is absolutely a joke. Come on now. Herbo number four. I have no problem with Herbo being number four. I think Herbert, in my opinion, I think he's a little bit overrated. Just a tad bit. But I think that, because you look at that playoff game versus the Jags, and a lot of that was coaching. I'm not going to put all that on Justin Herbert, in all honesty. Some of it was coaching, and some of it was, listen, at the end of the day, as a quarterback, you got to go down and win the game. You got to keep, your foot in the pedal and make plays. He said that himself. He literally said that this offseason when he talked about, the contract stuff. He said, hey, a quarterback job is to go play his best football and win a game. So, yeah, I don't know. Number 4 might be a little bit too high in my opinion. He is also kind of he'll throw some duck passes sometimes, and it makes me shake my head. But with that being said, though, this just shows how much the cliff is after Burrow. Number 5, A-Rod. Yeah, I have no problem with that. I think we're going to have to see how he plays on the Jets, but I think he'll be perfectly fine on the Jets. I don't think it's going to be like oh my gosh, he's on the Jets now and he sucks. No, I think he'll be absolutely fine on the Jets. So I think that this should... Number 5 is, top 5. I put him up there. I would put Jalen Hurts going down number 7 here. I would put Jalen Hurts at number 4 probably. If I'm being honest here. Again, going back to Josh Allen's a mobile quarterback. Jalen Hurts does it best, and he's probably the most accurate mobile quarterback in the NFL. So I'd probably put Jalen Hurts at number 4. I might move down Herbo to number 5. I probably will put not Allen, something bad. I'll probably put Rodgers number 6. Number 7, I'm trying to see where we have quarterbacks here. I'll probably keep Lamar Jackson there at number 7. Number 8, Trevor Lawrence. I have no problem with that. I think, again, we'll have to wait and see how he develops into the NFL, because I think he could be a really great quarterback if over time he does develop into, a superstar. But it's really going to come down to, we're going to see how good he is. Number 9, Minnesota Vikings, Kirk Cousins. No, I think Tua is better than Cousins. I think Tua should be number 9. I think Cousins I would probably put Cousins down at 15. I would honestly put probably Geno Smith over Kirk Cousins. I do not think Kirk is clutch at all, and I think that he will be the downfall of Minnesota very, very quickly if they do not move on eventually. Dak Prescott, no. Stafford, I'll put Deshaun Watson. I don't like the guy. I think the guy is an absolute monster, but I'll put him at number 10 here. And then I'll probably put Dak Prescott at number 13 or 14. I can't put Dak Prescott in top 10. That's ridiculous. The guy can't win. I mean, I hate to say that, but he can't. He throws more interceptions than anybody out there. The guy just cannot stop turning the ball over. To a point now, it's 1-2 interceptions a game. No, I'm not putting him in top 10. So Tua number 10. Actually, Tua number 9. Number 10, I'll put Deshaun Watson. Number 11, I'll probably put Stafford. 13, I'll put Kirk Cousins at 13 for craps and giggles here. 14, I have no problem with Derek Carr. I don't think he's good, but I think that he's serviceable. And he's a quarterback that won't get you over the hump, but he'll be a good bridge quarterback to a new guy. Geno Smith, okay. Jared Goff, yeah. Danny Dimes, okay. Justin Fields, Ryan Tannehill, Russ Wilson, Mac Jones. I put Mac Jones at 28. I don't think Mac Jones is good at all. Kenny Pickett, yeah. I mean, he'll eventually blossom into something. This is a freaking joke. Come on now. This is a freaking joke. He had a good 8-game run where, to be honest, he really did not have to do too much. He had to do some good things, but not too much good things. Come on now. We're not going to put him inside the top freaking 25 at this point. Jimmy G, we got to see what he is before we do that. God, really? Jimmy G is not better than Brock Purdy? Jimmy G set up Brock Purdy to have that ending of the season. Bryce Young, okay. Jordan Love, Sam Howell. I think Baker Mayfield is the worst quarterback in the NFL. Colt McCoy, C.J. Stroud, Desmond Ridder, Anthony Richardson. Why is Richardson the worst quarterback in the NFL? How is Richardson worse than Baker Mayfield? Richardson has looked good in practice so far in training camp. Baker Mayfield missed 7 out of 7 throws in training camp. Okay, well, guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.